Are we done yet?
Then the movie was like,
What?
at least wish we were further along because we have the last world of our sets of worlds, and then we'll still have 3 worlds after that. We have to go with those specifically the way the game wants us to. We will go to Twilight Town after the next world, and then we'll go to Destiny Islands after that world, and then we can go to the last area.
You, the end of your game design, me.
Oh, okay, so I was right. Yeah, that's where you should have done Wonderland, so you don't run into Riku. That way you don't end up being like, oh, I'm good, go through 100 Acre Woods, you get to the other side, and you're like, huh, I didn't get any levels.
Got tired of fighting with you.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
Although I cannot remember, it's either we either do fight him after the next world, or we don't fight him again until after Destiny Islands.
You know, I just realized in a very literal form, Riku is your rival in this game because you fight him 3 times.
Yeah, rival. For sure.
Wait, is literally the order of which you go into worlds prevent you from fighting Riku just then?
No.
No.
So what's going on, Vexen?
No,
It's just
no.
if you pick,
Riku fights you on certain floors.
it's just if you pick
So
100
if
Acre
you
Wood.
if you had gone to 100 Acre Woods at that point, you would not have you would have gone through a world without getting any levels because you don't fight anything in 100 Acre Woods. Which means that was the safest floor to have used 100 Acre
I would
Woods.
have never guessed that.
If you
wouldn't
want,
have run to Riku.
if you want level ups before Riku, you need a different world
Men with
to be there so that...
I went to 100 Acre Woods because they didn't care about what level I was. What do you mean that's just stupid? Events happen on certain floors.
That's why that's stupid.
Why?
Because you don't know that.
No, you don't know that.
Which means you literally
Also,
pop that,
again,
and it would be like,
Simple fact
oh
is that
shit,
your
yeah,
I'm on the level.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I did that.
Oh,
best not disappoint us.
But I want to point out, we're gonna go back to Kingdom Hearts 3. Why is Marluxia not a Xehanort?
Again, fuck all of that.
Why
It
is
doesn't matter because his character is irrelevant.
What do you mean?
And it's literally only
No.
relevant because we keep adding him into stupid ass places to where he might be important.
Isn't that how you do? Isn't that how you do that?
No, okay, see, look. How many of these individuals are important other than this game? I can tell you. That one guy right there with the red hair.
You cannot win against Sora.
All of these other people literally mean jack all.
possibly the Ice Guy.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Ice Guy probably is the other individual
What
out
do
of
you mean?
these 4 that actually matters.
What do you mean? Vexen doesn't do anything.
No, but he's like a scientist.
That
Which
doesn't
means that he
mean.
was under Ansem. Which means that he actually might have development.
What about
These
Ansem?
2 people literally had nothing to do with Ansem.
What
They have no
about-
backstory,
what about
which
Ansem?
means both of them are retarded.
What about Zexion?
Again. Enzo, yes.
That would be an unfortunate day.
The guy that was the scientist.
But these 2 are completely pointless.
the guy
And
that,
anything that we do with those 2 characters does nothing because we have no backstory on who the fuck either one of them are.
But you don't have backstory until you get backstory.
Your hero.
You are correct.
And what are you talking about? We have
guess what?
backstory on Marluxia.
No, we don't.
There's a certain
Yes.
No, we don't.
promise that
He was
No,
there.
no. That's not backstory. He's just randomly in a fucking spot.
He survived the Keyblade War.
That's not backstory. Because we don't know how.
What do you mean? He was a dandelion. Everybody in the current part section of the Kingdom Hearts team are dandelion. He was one of the people who literally ran when the Keyblade War happened and avoided it. And he is one of the leaders of the dandelions.
So when did he turn into a Heartless?
Who knows?
Exactly.
Because the even bigger question is, why is Roxas
That would
there?
break an old promise that I made.
An old promise?
Fuck this game story.
Or not Roxas, Ventus.
Fuck this entire game story.
Yes.
If anything, if anything, the only issue with all the retroactive Marluxia stuff is that now the most confusing thing about Marluxia's whole situation is the fact that he tried to have a coup.
A promise between the 2 of us.
Because you know what does anyone know what Marluxia does in this game?
I can't leave. Now that I remember the promise.
But yeah.
Do you know what his goal was?
he was trying to collect data?
No.
No. He was trying to use Sora.
He was trying to use Naminé to control Sora.
So that
And
he
make
could...
Sora his puppet. So that he could literally overthrow the organization because he had a Keyblade.
Correct.
It is also...
The entire point of Axel being here is because he is the one that Zimna sent because he knew this was happening.
Yeah, he is the undercover agent to stop the coup. Larksene's a dumbass, and because if you pay attention to one of the earlier scenes...
Aren't they all kind of dumbasses?
In one of the earlier scenes, Axel says something extremely vague that literally means absolutely nothing. No, wait! Never mind. I think he does in the Game Boy Advance version, but they may have changed it. Either that or it's dumb in both scenes. Because Larksene, he doesn't even say anything. And Larksene literally looks at him and says, I know you're in on it too, but don't tell Vexen. And then they just assume that Axel's in on the coup. Which doesn't even make sense, because Marluxia should know if he told somebody about the coup. Which means that they think that Axel figured out that the coup was a thing and wanted to go along with the coup. And when he kills Vexen, they decide he's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then later he reveals that he's literally the undercover agent, and then let Sora handle it anyway. And so the fact that Marluxia was brought back was just a thing that certain people were kind of like, man, it'd be kind of cool if Marluxia came back in the plot. But because since we didn't know a lot about him and actually learned about other organization members. And that's just because Marluxia...
I don't know who said that, but they're bad.
I wanted my Larksene Marluxia boss.
You're part of the problem.
I don't know who would have said, man, it would have been a little cool for all them pointless characters and chain of memories for the story again.
Well, and so,
Someone sounds salty.
we had to have jailbait, man.
Pointless characters and chain of memories. Like that random
you calling
dude that
jailbait?
got angry.
Oh, Larksene.
Or that random
Larksene's the
blonde
only
chick that
girl.
dashed around with lightning.
Is she Jelly though?
Larksene is Xehanort's way of having a giant Xehanort orgy.
He's into
Did I
soap,
say
sis.
that this
I
story
see
made
that
no
it-
sense? Because if I didn't, it makes no damn sense.
Well,
And
honestly,
so the whole thing is the fact that apparently Marluxia was there and avoided the Keyblade War. It's possible he murdered somebody because there's literally a character who actually physically dies aside from Ericus in Kingdom Hearts Key because one of the leaders of the group that forms from the Dandelions is murdered. And there's literally a mystery going on currently.
Can we just stop talking about the Kingdom Hearts story?
And so somehow Marluxia and Ventus
Carson, we're playing Kingdom
survived
Hearts
since
and you
then.
want to ignore the
And
story.
for some reason, Marluxia, even though he tried to throw a cube, and
I played too and ignored the story, and that turned out fine.
and
I don't know what you're talking about. The story was fine, and like from 1 to 2, the story's fine.
and so
Because, you know, we're not asking all of these dumbass questions about time travel and bullshit.
No, we're asking
But
why is this
Brian,
open
he
so
just.
goddamn
But
long?
Brian, he put a body in all the points of time. It would be convenient for him.
Then why hasn't he won yet?
We're not talking about all of this time travel bullshit.
but no, the whole
No, Carson. Remember the ridiculous time travel rule they established?
what you mean all of them?
Oh,
No.
yeah, you mean the entire thing?
Well, yes, but you remember the one about what happens when people go back, right?
That stupid thing.
You mean the whole thing?
No, that.
They forget everything.
But they have a
But they
vague.
remember how it felt.
So they,
They
forget it, but they don't forget it.
no, no. It's like when you time travel and pull someone into the future that is a version of you, and you tell them everything, tell them your plan or whatever. They'll remember as long as they are in the future. As soon as they go back, they forget it all, but basically have a feeling in their heart.
Basically, if you go look at yourself in the past and say, "Man, you should really not do this thing," Or you sit there and you say, hey, you should really do this thing. When it comes time, they're gonna sit there and be like, I have this strange feeling that I should probably do this thing.
I want to open a chicken restaurant for some reason.
Yeah.
And you go out and do it. You don't know why, but it was
the
all...
story. Time travel. Kingdom Hearts. Stupid.
Time travel is stupid in anything.
Hey, there's a cloud. Ooh, 2 clouds, but 1 to 0.
And some Bambi. We still need the horns of friendship. Sean's been going on about that over a decade. You and the horns of friendship. I do want to see Dear Sora, though.
No, that would be a terrible idea.
And Dear Riku, because I just imagine that being unfittingly emo.
You mean
If
more than
Fatal
normal?
Frame isn't in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm gonna be upset.
If what isn't?
Fatal Frame.
Oh.
Brian, it's Lethal Frame. Fatal Frame is that series where you're a person taking pictures
You're
of...
taking pictures of ghosts.
Oh, wow, you do the game.
Yeah.
Because you gotta fight ghosts by taking pictures of them.
Yes. So what did you
How else would a little schoolgirl do it?
Yeah.
And then you give photos to the guy in the underground bunker to make figures of them. But fuck you, that enemy wasn't quite in frame, it doesn't look good enough, go back to the dungeon and get it again.
Housekeeping game.
People love that series. I love...
If Fatal
If
Frame,
Sora
that's...
doesn't have funnels in Kingdom Hearts 3,
Wait. Did you just say what I think you just said?
I just said what you thought I just said.
Wait,
Why?
what did he say?
Why would that even be a concept?
If Sora
Because
doesn't
nobody
have
realizes
pummels...
What? Oh, he does. You're
He
right.
does.
What?
He does indeed.
What?
I can't believe I never noticed that.
Who has what?
He has funnels.
As in fin funnels from Gundam?
Yes! That's exactly what he means.
Fin funnels do make everything better.
What about fangs?
Wait, hold on, I need to test something. Would a seed be better if it had fin funnels?
No, no, because it does.
Oh.
The
Well,
Strike
then-
Freedom is literally just guns, and just a rifle and funnels. That's all it is. It does nothing special. It's just a rifle and funnels.
Can we talk about the Tequila Gundam?
To where we
That is my
where
favorite.
like 8 times throughout Seed Destiny, you see the same animation of the Strike Freedom putting one saber and the other saber together to have a dual saber.
So you see, the Tequila Gundam was owned by the Mexican, so it's wearing a sombrero and a poncho.
And a cactus. My favorite thing from... you see, my favorite thing for from G Gundam and why G Gundam is a special snowflake, there's a clip, I don't know any context to it, that's Neo America's ultimate weapon, the Statue of Liberty cannon. And it's the Statue of Liberty with glowing eyes, so I think that means it shoots lasers from its eyes.
There were a lot of things in
People call the Tequila Gundam a wee bit racist.
They're all a wee bit racist.
Are they though?
Yes.
Are they though?
Yes, they
there were
are.
lots of things in G Gundam.
I mean, we've expanded on the genre of G Gundam quite thickly at this point.
I mean, at one point, G Gundam literally, they literally put laser, like a laser wrestling ring around the entire planet of Earth, and at one point, the main protagonist needs to get to, he's just beaten for the first time because he comes back, the bad guy of the series, and he needs to get to the place where the actual tournament starts because apparently the first part of the tournament was not the tournament, so he has to go to the tournament. And so he flies. His solution is to fly into the laser pin and then use it and bounces off of it like he's some sort of pro wrestler and launches himself into the fighting arena right before the time to enter the tournament runs out.
Seems logical to me.
Okay, guys. So my question of the day is, have any of you guys ever watched G Gundam? If so, what did you think of it? I thought I would ask because we started talking about G Gundam in this part, so I wanted to know if any of you guys had opinions on that particular Gundam series. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments below, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and leave some comments. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscription button and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please ring the bell next to the subscription button. That gives you the proper notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. Doing all of these things really helps out the channel, and it really helps our communities grow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.